When your A-frame bender arrives, these are the component parts that you'll find inside your tote. You have the hydraulic piston, which mounts directly onto your A-frame. You have your radius block and your pivot blocks. Pivot block pins and locking pin.
Go ahead.
So the A-frame threads on to your hydraulic piston, like so. You keep threading until you feel it stop solid. Has to be threaded all the way. Okay, we're now going to demonstrate how to bend a length of 30 millimeter tubing. Your radius block goes in, sits on top of your hydraulic ram, which is attached to they call it the soft shoe, is the attaching piece. Then we lock it in using the locking pin. You take your pivot blocks, you look for the 30 millimeter marking, which is on one side. They work for two different dimensions of tubing. We're looking for 30 mil. You can place one in. We use the red outlined holes for pivoting. You place your second one in. You're ready to go. On your tubing that you will be bending, you will have your center mark for the center of your radius. There is a mark on the radius block. You line up center mark to your mark when you start doing your bending. This here is a hydraulic pump. It's actually a foot pump. It's very, very simple to use in this style. The working area, always to the side. Extremely important, you have to make sure these pivot pins are set all the way down. They have to be down. Side of your pivot of your radius block is on the red line here, which is marked for 30 millimeters. That is your 90-degree bend. You remove the pressure. You see the hydraulic piston is retracting. That gives you your 90-degree bend. We are going to give you a brief demonstration of how we bend a 90-degree bend in the smaller diameter pipes. We have 12 millimeter, which we use this radius bender, and we use 16 millimeter, we use this radius bender. Both of them come mounted with a tab for attaching to a vise, a bench vise. You would then take your 16 millimeter, which is in this style of bender. You have your mark. You have your mark for the center of your radius. You look for your mark on 90 degrees. You line up your mark with the 90-degree mark. And then you're ready to start bending. This one is a ratchet style bender because it's 16 millimeter, which is it's physically difficult to bend by hand, by arm strength. Stop right at the 90-degree mark. And you take it out, gives you your 90 degrees. That's 16 millimeter on the ratchet style bender. We also have a second bender, which is a smaller one, for 12 mil. It's easier to bend that. You do not need as much arm strength to bend this. Same thing again. You put your 90-degree mark on there that you want for the center of your radius. You lock it inside. On this one here, you start, your 90 degree starts on the outside and finishes on the inside. So you take your 90-degree mark, you put it on your outside shoe, you do your bend until you line up with your 90. Your 0 point lines up with your 90. It gives you your 90-degree bend, like so.